Okay, we will start now. We are having now that LPC2148 board, and how we can use that one to write a program, or you are creating an application on the board, right? Now, for that we are having now one integrated development environment called Keil version IDE, right? So we are having now Keil U versions, right? So micro versions. That is here. Now we are having now the Keil version IDE, right? So this is we are going to see now. So how do you use that Keil for creating an application? Okay. Now you see that one. So we are having now many IDE, right? Here we are going to use that Keil IDE, right? So this one is we are going to use that one Keil. Okay, we'll see that one. Okay, how do you create one, right? So here now we will see that one. We are going to see how do you install that Keil software, right? So we are going to install that one, and using this website, then we can download that one. So we download that with the MTK core, right? So we are having now that MTK core. You have to click and you have to download that one. Okay. Now this is it, right? So here download MTK core, right? So we are having now using that MTK core. Then you have to install. How to install that LPC, right? So we are having now currently we are having now micro version 5. Then here we have to create that one, and we are having now the executable file for legacy support. So ARM7, ARM9. So we are going to use that ARM7, right? So you have to download this also, and then we have to install. Okay, then we have to install this too, and then so here we are having now the download legacy support also we have to install. Right. Then how do you open that one, right? After installing now, that you have to open that your Keil IDE integrated development environment. Right. Now this is okay, right? So if you are opening that one, this is the window we are opening now. So that is we are having now the Keil micro version, right? So this is the right. So this is the case, right? So we are having now this micro version. So we are going to install. Okay. Now here, what's the steps we are going to use for creating an application? You have to go for a project menu. In that project menu, you have to click the new micro version project, right? So this is the case. You have to create that one. New micro version project, right? Now here you have to go for create a new project. Then it will show that one the locations also you have to in which folder you are going to create. Now create a new project. Right here now we are having now that create a new project, so we have to create that one and you have to tell the name of the particular file. So project file, then you are giving the name, you type that name of that file. So we are having that extension is actually UV project, right? UV project is the extension, then you have to save that one. Then it will create one application, right? And then here you have to select a target. So this micro versions can be used for many board. So now we have to select that which board we are going to develop your application. So we have to go for next. Here you have to select that one as the target is ARM processor, the LPC2148. So where we have to select the NXV, in that one LPC2148 is there. So you have to click that one. So while clicking that one, it will give the details. Don't worry about the details. Just you have to type that, click that OK. Now we are selecting that LPC2148 board, right? Like we are having many boards will be there. You select that one in the NXP. We are having LPC2148, and then right, LPC2148 you have to select and you have to click on OK, right? Now it will create one. Actually, we are having now one add-on project folder. You are having the startup.yes. So we are having now that it is creating now. So you have to give now yes. Click that one. So this startup file is create for all our applications. So that is as like an operating system is used for operate the board. So for that we are having now the startup.yes. So it will give the for starting. So that is automatically creating now. So don't worry about that. Directly you have to get it the startup.yes, right? Then the startup.yes is showing now the code, right? This is automatically is creating now. Now we can see that one. Here we are having this the project name. You have given that one LED blinking, and then it will create on the target and source. In that source, if you click that source, it will show now the startup.yes. So that is we are having now. It is automatically creating now that code, right? No need to write anything here. It will create its own. Don't worry about that one, whatever the content it is. Next you have to go for new. Now only we are going to create your file. So we are going to create that. In that case you have to click new, file new, and then it will open the another window. Then you have to write a C program. Here we are going to write a C program only. Then it will create assembly program through assembler. So here we are going to create. So LED blinking, where we are going to create one C program, right? So here we are having now the LED blinking. So you have to create that one as LED blinking dot C. So you have to click on that one. It will open that window, right? So here we are having a source group, right? Now in that LED blinking, then we are having now that the particular C file, and then we have to add that one LED blinking as a source file. We have to add it. If you are adding, now it will you are having this LED blinking.c is already available. Now you are seeing that one. We are having that code, right? We will show that. Then LED blinking C file is going to be added in your project. So you have to click on that one in the LED blinking folder. You have to give the LED blinking C, then you have to add that one. So we are adding that one. Then we have to go for, after adding that file, then we have to go for you are going to create that target, right? So for that you have to go for, after getting now we are having now this, you see that one in that source group we are having already existing startup, yes, and we are having that LED blinking.c file. So C file also here, right? Then you have to click on that one as this button. This button is called, right? So this button, right? So here we are having now this button is actually the target button. So this button is target button. So you have to click on that, right? So click on that, then it will open another window. In that one, you have to click that output. In that output, you have to select that 3 cases, right? So we are creating a kits file. The kitsa file is actually image file. This file is going to be loaded into your board. Then it will create an application for LED blinking. Now Let's see. Okay. Text file, and then you have to click OK. Now we will go for the in that linker. You have to use that memory layer. So in the another tab as linker tab. So in that linker tab, then you have to use that one as use memory layout for the target dialog, right? So here you have to select that one as this one, right? Report that here you are clicking that button and you have to select that one. Already almost it will select it now, and this also is selecting now. Then don't worry about that. Where whatever that optional, you select that one, and then you have to go for this is we are having now the linker is there, then you have to click on that one, or otherwise you see that one, right? So you are click on that one, then you have to click it OK, right? So you are creating a linker, then linker is going to link that all programs within that application, right? Now you will see that code, right? So that C program LED blinking code, right? So it's a simple program, as here we are having a C program only. So for creating a delay, we are going to create a delay. So delay means actually we are blinking on LED on and off. In between, then we need to have the time delay. So on and then only we can see that on and off, right? So for that we are having now one time delay. Then in the time delay we are having now this is one. This is actually as like that integer. Then we are having unsigned integer with 16 bit. So this is actually as like that we are writing now int, right? Instead of writing now that int, then you have to mention that one unsigned int 16 bit underscore t. This is one data type. Now the data type, and we are having that corresponding variable, right? Then you use that one instead of that integer. We are using now unsigned integer 6 underscore t. Then we are having variable, another one x variable and y variable. Now that I is ranging from 0 to the particular j, right? So j is we are sending now, so that depends on the j we are having now the delay is changing now. Then it will go for another for loop as x is 0 to 6000. It is creating around that 1 millisecond. So 1 millisecond. Now if we are sending 1000 in that value, then it will have that 1 second, right? 1 second delay. If you are giving that value 1000 here, right? So each one loop we are having now 1 millisecond. Now the outer loop is 1000. Then we are getting now 1 seconds, right? Right. Now in that main program, so here what we are going to create now the port number port 0 to 7 value we are setting now as here we are having now that f of, right? So that one is all are one. Now we are having that LED. So we are having 0 to 7 LEDs are there. Then the 7 LED is going to have now make that one, right? So idea that f, right? So we see that 7 LED are something, while one. Now we are having now this is what pin you want to select that one. Then we are having now that IO pin, and then we are doing that R operations. Then you will cover, it will cover highlight, right? Then we are having now that AND operation with this f of and 0. We are making that f of 0. We are making as 0 and f of. So we are changing now that 0 and f of. Now this 0 to 7 LED is flowing, and then it will wait for that one delay 300 milliseconds and 300 milliseconds delay, right? So 300 millisecond delay for on. So we are, it is high, then it is going to have that low, and we are making off, right? So this is the program. So that's all. We are writing the program for blinking LED, right? After writing the program, then you have to build the target, right? So after writing the program, we have to build the target. So this is a C program. The C program is converted into assembly program, and it will create a target program, right? We are writing only C program in the LPC2148, right? Then here what actually we are doing now, we are creating, we are writing a program, and then it is creating a text file. So this is the program. Now we are having the target is there, and now you are creating the target, right? So that is here. We are having now the target. We are creating now. Then it is creating a text file. In the end, you can see that one. So it will show now. If suppose there is an error, then it will tell, or otherwise it is creating the text file. So this is the case, right? So we are creating the text file. Right. So we are creating the text file. Right? You are creating the text file. It is creating now, or otherwise it is giving error. Then we have to correct it. Then once again, then we are making that linking, and it will do now the create text file. Right? Now the text file is there. Now that text file is going to be loaded into your board. Right? So that for that we are using another software called Flash Magic, where we are creating another software, and we have to download the Flash Magic, and then you have to write you have to run that Flash Magic, and you have to place in the text file. Now this text file is going to be loaded into the board. Now the board is having your application. It's a way of creating an application for that LPC2148 board, right? LPC2148 board using Keil integrated development environment. So using Keil integrated development environment, then this is IDE. Using that IDE, then how do you create an application, and how do you load that application into the board, right? So what we have to do is, we have to create an file, and we have to write the C program, right? In the C program, we are going to use the port 0 to 7 LED as on, right, and off, right? So that one is we are going to do that. So the pin is we are having now the corresponding is now. After completing that using that Flash Magic, then we can load that one into the board. Now if you separate that board, and then in that board we are having now, this is actually I show that one, that LPC2148 board, right? I'll show that once again. LPC2148 board, right? So right now you see this one. This is the LEDs, right? So LED. Yeah. So this is the LED, right? So that one is here. So this is the LED. So you are having 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we are having T1 to T7. We are having that LEDs. This LED is glowing the dawn of man, right? So that one. Okay. Actually, that this is the LED, right? So this LED is glowing now, right? So that LED is glowing, and on and off it's doing now. 300 milliseconds on and 300 milliseconds off. So that one we are having now that board, right? So if you are executing that program and we are loading that one, in the board, right? So in that board we are having now, this is ARM7 processor in the mid, in the center. ARM7 processor is there. Right. So the ARM7 processor, and then we are loading that. So here we are having that flash magic. Then in that particular port, serial port, you have to connect with that port, right? So this is a serial port. Then in that serial port, we are connecting with that cable. Then the flash magic is loading your program into your memory. So in that memory we are having that, I told you that one, we are having RAM memory and flash magic, right? So flash memory also. Then in that flash memory we are loading your application, right? So that loading your application. Now if you are having the restart button, if you click on that restart button, now it will start your application through that board, right? Restart button, that is showing now. Right. This is a user interrupt, that button, and then we see that this is, we are having now that GPIO port, GPIO port, JDAC port, and then we are having now, this is we are having the USB port, USB port, and then this is actually we are having now the pins, right? So that is GPIO pins, and then this is used for the we are having the debugger. The debugger we can connect with that this particular board, and then JDAC we'll see that in your lab. The JDAC is a emulator. This emulator is connected with that particular board for writing your text file into that code, right? And also it will check whether that code is working properly or not. We can check now through the JDAC debugger. After the completing that one, we can take that code as independent and we can execute that program, right? So here I told already, we see that LPC2148 in the last class, where we are having now the ARM7 processor. The ARM7 processor is actually the four side we are having pins, right? So this is the four side pin, and then we are pasting that particular IC into the board, right? So that one, as we are having, this is the connections that going to have that one, where we are having one LED display, and then we are having that LED lights we are having now, and then we are having USB port, and then we are having power supply port also will be there, and then we are having JDAC port, and then we are having now this is for micro SD card, right? So micro SD card we can have now. This micro SD card we can connect with this one, and for external memory. So if you are having your program or something, you want to save that one, then we can use that micro SD card. You can insert that one, and we can have a code. Then USB port, one USB port is there, right? So that is my, this is my power supply port. This is a power supply port, right? PS2 connections. So PS2 connection, actually this is connected for some mouse or keyboard, we can connect with PS2. And then we are having now, this is a USB port connection. So USB can be connected with that board, and then we are having, this is a restart button. I told you that one, if you click this particular button, then it will restart your application and it will execute that program from the starting. So this button is restart button, right? So that button is we are having now. This is a serial port, yeah, universal asynchronous receiver transmitter port. The two ports are there. So this is the universal asynchronous receiver port, serial port. This one is serial port, then that also serial port, right? We are having that port also, right? So this is we are having now, okay. And then so far, okay. uh, So that's all the class today. Today I am having another meeting. Okay, and then I will stop here. Right? All of you put attendance and you can leave now. If you are having, I will send this particular file in WhatsApp group, right? Then you can see the content. This is a simple one. You can install the. You can install. You can install this Keil software. It's a pre version only, so we can install in your laptop and you execute the hex file. You can execute and we can put up, right? Okay, all of you put attendance and leave now.